What it is, what it do, and how the hell are all of you? It is Season 1, Episode 4, aka The Game Plan. The estimated time for this podcast was 2 hours. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off on my own. Granted, I'm going to give it its run for its money, but if it's not, guess what? It's still solid content, and I'm fine with that. Working up to the 2-hour one will be fun and will be entertaining. It'll be in depth on so many different subjects. That is my game plan. This episode, The Game Plan, is more or less to let the viewers and the listeners know about me and why I wanted to do this. Why I wanted to do a podcast. Why I wanted to maybe write some music. Maybe, obviously that would be rap. I'm not a rock star. I don't do no country shit. You know, it is what it is. And I already know what's another white rapper, right? I just always think I've been pretty good with poetry and writing and pretty good with the wordplay. That being said, I got a passion for the radio and I got a passion for music. I always have. The first rap song I ever heard was "What's Your Fantasy" by Ludacris, and then I bought Word Mouth the same day I think it came out. My mom was not happy about that. I think it was 10 years old or 11 years old, one of those two, and ever since then it's just been rap. I am highly influenced by the southern culture of rap. As I've gotten older, it's more Midwest artists, but it's definitely, I have a love for the southern slang and the southern lingo. The rap is just spot on. Always been, and I'm sure it always will be. David Banner, Outkast, Tip, T.I., Little Flip. I mean, I know naming those two in the same. T.I. fucking murdered Little Flip. Little Flip's still putting out music. I mean, so I ain't knocking him. It's a lot of good music. There's a lot of good music from the South. And I think there's a lot of good rappers. There's a lot of good just musicians all around. But I mean, you got Yellow Wolf. You got Ritz. I mean, that's just two white dudes from the South that just put it down no matter what. And that being said, I've always really liked just rap, the way it's spit. I'm not really a beat guy. I'm not against the bass. You know, I'm not against that in my world. But it's not my fan favorite thing to listen to. I'm more of a lyrics guy. I think the music is based solely on the lyrics. And I mean, going a little further, I can name Upchurch. He's fucking just a lyricist beyond lyricist. You really have to like him, but his style is fucking unique, along with Jelly Roll, Struggle Jennings, for those that don't know. Struggle Jennings. Their music is fucking, it hits home. It hits those notes inside of someone that's like, damn, that's how I'm feeling today. And that's I think when we all listen to music, that's what it is. That's how we want to feel. We want music to put us in our feels because we like that shit. And there's a lot of underground artists such as Playboy the Beast, Young Gammy, Plague, Static G, Underrated, Tech Nine, King ISO, Chris Calico. Fucking the list goes on and on and on and on. But those artists, I mean, even there's I Am Blaze, Sick Fucks, my buddy Yellow Boy. There's so many amazing musicians out there, and even Pasty from Beef Six Podcast. He was co-founder of the Northern Lights, and that dude put down fucking music, and it hit home. I still, to this day, he put out the songs when I think I was 15 or 16. I'm still bumping them bitches today. Silent Night is one of my favorite fucking songs by them, or Silent Sky. I think it's Silent Sky. That motherfucking song just, no matter where I am, when I turn it on, instantly into my feels, instantly thinking, instantly reminiscent is what it is. And music brings me to a place that just is amazing. And I mean, that also falls into writing music. I love writing music. I haven't found out how to write a hook yet. I've been recently told that you gotta do it to a beat, which I'm cool with that, working on getting beats. Give me one second, I like this bowl. It ain't no thing to write, but it's something to be able to tell your story and have that shit make sense. Anybody can write a song about chopping someone up or putting them in a mailbox. This, that, the other thing. Fucking someone's bitch, drinking a bottle of Henny, drinking some goose. Everybody has that in them. Everybody can write that shit. Now, will it bang? Not all of them. And that's why a lot of the musicians out there now, they're not being heard. Excuse my keys, people. They're not being heard because there's so much talent out there. And I use talent very loosely. Everybody's going to think they're talented no matter what they do. I mean, you could be fucking SpongeBob flipping burgers and think you're fucking beyond talented. Just what people think. And beyond that, I mean, writing music, writing poetry, I've always just enjoyed writing poetry. I used to write some slick shit in high school. If I could find it, I would try to have that shit published, because it was bomb. I had teachers reading that shit, wanting me to fucking have it published. I never went through with it, but I should have. So I think I might try to write some again and see how it goes. Same with music. I'm not trying to make it big, but I would like my voice and my shit to get out there. Like I said, I ain't trying to make it to be no millionaire off this. I just want my voice to be heard, because in this day and age, if you ain't invested in yourself, what are you invested in? You going to continue making money for some other millionaire, some other thousandaire, someone else running a business? I'm not saying you can't. But that was nobody's dream. Everybody had bigger aspirations growing up. And I think maybe the inspiration I'm taking from these guys, I'm just going back to that note or that paper I had to write in 4th grade for Miss Bile. I had to write this paper about what do you want to be when you grow up, and why do you want to be that, this, that, the other. I think I named 30 fucking things I wanted to be, and I've accomplished maybe 3 of them. So it's time to accomplish some more. And I want to set a legacy for my son and my family. And I want to make sure my son's set up, just like everyone else wants to make sure. But I want to do it the one way I know how, and that's using my voice. So that also runs in with running a podcast. I believe I got a lot to say, and a lot of people would like to hear it, or a lot of people will just fucking side with it. And I think that's anybody. I think anybody has a voice to be heard. Anybody out there, no matter what your skin color is, no matter what your race, no matter whatever the fuck you feel or how you are, your voice can be heard. Someone out there going to feel the exact same way. And, I mean, that's just the way it is. There's so many people in the world, there's going to be bound to have another opinion. And that's the best way it is. I think everybody's allowed to have their opinion. I just think everybody should base their opinions purely on facts. Not what they think, but based on facts. And because you can think anything and be completely fucking wrong. And that's why I say base that shit on facts. Like, it's a fact that I had to switch 3 or 4 different locations now to cut this podcast. To make sure that it's going to go off without a doubt, without a hitch, no problems. It's not easy. It's not fun. But guess what? When I get to sit and do this, it's like I'm the only... I mean, obviously, I am the only person that's in the room right now, but I feel at home with it. I feel at peace with myself doing it. And I feel confident what I'm talking about. So I'm not concerned about no one else's bullshit-ass idea or their bullshit-ass opinion. Because I've done the research. I've done the homework. I've put the time in. And I've studied this craft. I have a pretty good knowledge on it. And I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm pretty good with the content I've been putting out. It's just time to put out more now. And more, and more, and more. And it's just going to keep fucking going until I ain't got nothing left to say. And the day that happens is the day I hang it up. The day I DIE. It ain't... And I ain't tapping out no time soon. That's a God-given fact. Because if I got something to say about it, it ain't time for Petrovs to be gone. No, no, no. It's time to get it in and be happy about that. Get that money, get that cake. And I was going to say, it's still Mental Health Awareness Month. Or it could be the end. Either way, I think it should still be acknowledged heavily. Because it's not something that anybody should play with. I mean, everybody goes in their own personal slumps. I just was in one. It's not the easiest to get out of. You got to really fucking think and, figure out what the fuck and why the fuck and how the fuck and all the fucks and fucks and fucks. You know what I'm saying? But that's the world we live in. And I think it's the world we've always lived in. I think it's just more prevalent now. And that's why I would tell someone, man, if you need something to ease your mind, you smoke some of that green. Right now I'm smoking on some fucking ChemDog and some Blue Dreams with some distillant. This shit is hitting like a throwback Cadillac, bro. Ain't even no bullshit. I got this bitch already half smoked up and the pipe ain't even 5 hits in, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I enjoy smoking. I enjoy playing with the smoke. I enjoy the way it makes me feel. I enjoy the way it unclouds my mind. And when I say it unclouds my mind, it sounds stupid because damn, you get high. How are you not fucking thinking about all, why is there space? I've been smoking a long time, so I'm pretty much past those high moments. Now I'm just a functioning stoner, and when I catch that buzz, I want to write, I want to cut my promo, I want to do research, I want to do all kinds of shit, And then again, here we go with that slump. Your own personal demons start rooting for your downfall. Your subconscious, whatever the fuck's going on in your brain that you think you might not make it, this, that, the other. You got that angel and the devil on your shoulder. The devil start to win. I know that fight. And you got to be able to keep fighting and pull yourself out of it. I mean, that's really all somebody can do. And I've always felt being outspoken and opinionated has left a lot of hate in my heart. And I want to continue to be outspoken and opinionated, but I want to do it in the right way, the best way. And that's really what I think. I think everybody has to be outspoken. I think everybody has to have their own opinion. And I think everybody has to be willing to listen and understand the next person somewhat, because we ain't got much else besides our word and our bond, and that's really all we got at the end of the day. And I don't think it's worth giving up. And I know being a right-wing Republican with some liberal tendencies, I know that shit gets a lot of gruff, because I lean more with the right side. But I don't see a point in wanting to give everything to everybody for free. No one's ever given me shit for free. And mind you, when the Democrats say it, it's not just for one person. They want to give everything away for free to keep it for themselves. That's what the Democrats are. And that's why I say the Democrats, eco-socialists. That's really what I believe. And I've yet to meet one that I don't see it from. Because a lot of the democratic views nowadays are based on socialist views. And if you don't believe that, then we can't talk. Because, I'm sorry, that's literally, it's fucking written in black and white. It's the people that have been elected. I didn't elect no Democrats. I know that for a fact. But anyways, being outspoken and opinionated, just like I just was doing, that catches you some grief from a lot of people, and I don't think a lot of people want to see your point or see where you're coming from. So that's why I try to keep a lot of the podcast lighthearted. I don't want to make it all about being a Republican and fucking this, that, the other, and this, what they said today, and this, the other. I mean, I want to talk about the love for video games, the love for the fast cash, things like my love for tattoos. I got like 60 fucking tattoos. My tattoo dude is making it. He's fucking doing awesome. I mean, I've always enjoyed making that fast money. And those are just some things I love. And I love video games. Right now I'm currently involved in Fallout 76. The fucking patchwork on that shit is annoying as hell, but I do enjoy the game. Kills a lot of time. Makes gaming a lot more fun in some aspects. I know it's a pain in the ass for a lot of people, but I like it. And I don't think I'm going to continue to play that shit till I beat it. I'm already like 3 guys in because I've done fucked up twice. So hopefully don't fuck up the 3rd guy. But it is what it is. And where I'm going to go back to the tattoos. Like my tattoos, man, my tattoos are good and evil. Most tattoos tell a story. I'm not going to go over mine in here, but I got a lot of good and I got a lot of evil. That's what my tattoos tell. And if you know me, you've seen my tattoos and you might know some of the stories. And doesn't mean I'm not ever going to get into them, but I'm not getting into them today because that's not a part of the segment. But soon, we're definitely going to get in there. I'm planning on getting my tattoo guy on. And when we do, it's going to be fucking lit like a tit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be dope. It's for real. And then, and then we bring this right back to being fucking in personal slumps, fighting with inner demons. Being antisocial. That shit, it has ruined some of my probably best experiences just by being antisocial. Just by acting like I didn't want to be in the area when I probably did. Just wanted to act like a dick. Not that being antisocial doesn't exist, but you really got to fight past that. I mean, even to go to work and shit, like to deal with new people, that shit's a rough one. I mean, nowadays, it's just rough. You have your phone on you, you have everything that can keep you from actually having to interact with everybody. And I think that's the biggest fight. I think that's why everybody thinks they're antisocial, is because the biggest fight is to put the phone down and actually to have a conversation with someone you've never met. And that's not easy to do. I'm pretty good at it, but it's not the easiest. And then I wanted to bring it really back to the weed thing, because I know everyone is like, let's go to a dispensary. Minnesota doesn't have them, but I'm sure when they do, I'm going to love to go to one. But I want to know that dispensary is owned by a mom and pop, because I don't want to be buying Big Pharma's weed. We already got to deal with Big Pharma's regulations on the industry. Some strains take fucking 12 weeks to fucking mature. They want it done in 9 weeks. That's where we end up with shitty weed. We end up with over-processed weed. It's not, it ain't worth it. I mean, why have low shelf shit when you can get all the top shelf shit if you just let these growers do their best thing? I mean, California has 40 billion a year annually in weed sales, and only 5 billion is to the actual fucking state. Like, man, that means 35 bill worth of weed is just surfacing around the U.S. So, I mean, if California, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Michigan, and a couple other states, they hold that shit down, they're going to be flooding it. Just big farmers definitely screwing mom and pop out of it so they can fucking take over, so they can make more money. And if you ask how, like in California with Prop 64, first there was a law written in where big pharma wasn't allowed to get in for 5 years. Well, at the 11th hour, they appealed that out of the bill, and everybody still voted, not realizing that it was appealed because nobody said anything. So now big pharma does have corporations growing weed in California. It's insane. But if we wanted big pharma to stay out of it, and we wanted everybody to be, high on weed and enjoying weed, well, that's what happens. So, that, on the other hand, it is what it is. You just, hopefully you get a good bag of weed, hopefully you get a good cartridge, hopefully you get a good batch of oil. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I think going to a dispensary, you might buy something and not like it, so guess what? You're still at the $20, still at the $40, still at whatever you spent. And that's just the way it is. And, I mean, I'm not going to get mad at it. I love my weed. I love getting high. Like I said, it could be fucking the Amish, the doinks. It could be the Amish weed. It could be fucking straight Reggie, Mids, Dro, Beasters. As long as that shit gets me a buzz, I'm good. I mean, granted, yeah, I want the fucking Blue Dreams, the Sour Diesel, the Strawberry Cough. I want all them fucking bitches. But it doesn't always happen that way, and sometimes you gotta just go with the decent strain that, I guess, does what it's supposed to do. Nothing extra, nothing less. And that's awesome. And going into that, like, I thinking about, like, I'm talking about support your local dealers. Kill your local heroin dealers if that's what you want to stick by, but support your local fucking weed dealers. Because trust me, most of them aren't trying to rip you off. There's a lot of them out there that will, but most of them that I've ever dealt with, they ain't trying to rip you off. I mean, I went back in the day, I had a guy that sold me a weed called cat piss. Pretty sure a cat pissed in that bag. And I do have some friends that will vouch for that story. If I ever need to bring them out, I will. But truly, the weed was fucking gross. But we still smoked it. Also had one called diesel gas. Pretty sure that shit was transported in a diesel gas container. Doesn't make a difference. Just say it in there. So just support the local guys, even if sometimes they do screw you on some shit. But that's also supporting your local talent, your local artists, your local fucking photographers, your local tattoo artists, all that shit. Support the local homies, because trust me, that's what builds up the community. That's what builds friendships, and that's what builds bonds. Supporting your local artist. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to go to their shows. I'm not saying you have to buy their merch, but you could definitely share the fucking music. You could definitely share the post, like the post. Share your 2 cents. It's not that hard. If you share your 2 cents on fucking a food video, you can do it on a music video. If you can share your 2 cents of talking about your friend, talking about something on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter with your friends, trust me, you can take that 2 seconds to fucking share something too. It's not that hard. A lot of people just scroll past it, act like they didn't see it, and guess what? That's some shiesty, shady shit. That's some shady shit. I don't care how it's spun. That's shady. If you ain't supporting your local people, there's something wrong with you. End of story. I really don't give a fuck. And I mean, all that being said, I mean, you have to support the people you want to support at the end of the day. That's what it is. That's how you roll. That's how everybody rolls. And I get that. I'm all for it. I'm not against it. I want to support my homies, but I want to see them grow, and I want to see them do amazing, great things. And I know a lot of them can. Like I said, I got the homie that's a tattooist. I got a homie that's a photographer. I got homies that rap. I got homies that make beats. I got homies that produce. I want to see all them dudes make it. Because that's a fucking craft. And that shit is not easy to do. To wake up, to start something with, if you didn't have no money, had to make money, had to get a job to make the money, this, that, the other. If that's really what you're putting your life on and banking on, you're doing it. I'm not saying you gotta go be a SoundCloud rapper and get a fucking face tattoo. But you definitely have to love what you do. And at the end of the day, a lot of people, I don't think they love what they do. And I think a lot of people haven't for a long time, and that's why all of us got way too content on just, I guess, suffering. Suffering in silence. Or some, whatever. It is what it is. I just want to know, I just wanted to say that, at the end of the day, we're all going to do awesome things if we put our mind to it. And I think just doing things that you love to do, whether it's playing video games, tattoos, biking, running, boxing, fighting, whatever. I mean, like, obviously, you don't want to be catching no cases, but if you like to do MMA, that type of shit, go for it. Follow your fucking dream. Because the only thing that can happen is you're going to fail. You got to find something else to do. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. And at the end of the day, we've got to keep surviving. And that's why I said this episode's name is The Game Plan. Because it all starts with a fucking game plan. Everything you do normally comes from some game plan. Whether you thought about it or unintentionally thought about it, it happened. And guess what? Now you're doing it. That's a game plan. You look for a job, you got a job, that's the game plan, you got the job. Boom, done. And, I just want to see all the people, I want to see them do their thing, and I want to see them fucking thrive. Oh, and then, speaking on weed, underrated member, I don't know if they're still together, I think it's a former member, but Potluck was an amazing fucking duo. They were like Cottonmouth Kings. But Underrated came out with a new strain of weed called Hello. It's Irene Kush and Chemdog 91. Growing with Irene Kush and Chemdog 91. Same two plants fucking each other, came out with an amazing strain that I haven't tried yet. Can't wait to fucking try it though. When it comes to Minnesota, I'm going to fucking Cali to get it. Either way, I'm going to try me some motherfucking Hello. You know what it is? And either way, it's all good. And I want everyone to know, it's all good. And keep smoking your strains, stay high, and love life. Stay opinionated, stay outspoken, and fuck the world. Because they don't give a fuck about you. And, I gotta do it. I gotta do the political segment. I has to. The abortion bill is just fucking insane. There's so many people out there got an opinion. And I had an opinion. I have an opinion. I just don't believe in killing. I don't. I just don't think we should kill babies. And that's really all it lies. I'm not saying there's not medical reasons. I'm not saying that if you're raped, fucking molested, it has to do with incest. I'm not saying that you should have to have that baby. But it definitely is not contraceptive. It's not birth control. It's not a condom. It's not dental fucking dam. It's an abortion. And I've never met a person that actually had a medical condition or fell into a category of rape, molestation, or incest that had to have an abortion. But I've met a few girls that have had abortion just because they don't want kids. But it's not the first abortion. It's the third or fourth abortion. And how is that okay? Why doesn't she get her tubes tied? I think that number is higher than the latter of the rare cases. And I just think, there's so much going on in the world today. You can fucking go anywhere and find shit about the right or the left. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm a right-wing Republican, but I got leftist tendencies. And I just don't believe in giving things away or fucking getting rid of our guns or our freedom of speech. I'm not saying Trump says all the right shit. I'm not saying he's the best person alive. But he isn't as bad as people make him out to be. The world's fucked right now. We got it where guys can go to women's sports and fucking win championships. And act as if they're women. They're not. I'm sorry, you're not. And I'm never going to believe that. I'm not. Doesn't matter who or why someone tries to spin it, it's not. The lady, the guy, whatever, and that won the powerlifting thing, Mary Gregory, her championships were pulled. Why? Because that federation does not recognize how you identify. It has to be pretty much cut and dry with all the doctors that you're going to fucking see that are going to see you there. I don't know if it was like psychological. I don't know what their term was, but the fucking championships were stripped. You can read about it. It fucking happened. Same thing with the shooting in Colorado. That high school shooting that no one heard about. You wonder why you didn't hear about it? Is because it was a transgender shooter and a straight shooter. Or a transgender shooter and a fucking male shooter. My bad. Not really fucking my bad. I really don't give a shit if I misworded it. If it was a white dude, or just any dude, black dude, Mexican dude, whoever, and it wasn't just a pistol, if it was any color dude with a rifle, God forbid it would hit the fucking news. But no, the fact that it was a transgender person involved and a handgun, it didn't make the fucking CNN or fucking Fox twice. I know I heard about it on Fox, and I probably watched it one time it did there. And CNN, they sent out their people, they sent out Democrats and fucking different this, that, other people. I mean, Democrats, CNN or Democratic, so fucking that's what I mean. The Democrats went to vigils in Colorado and literally got fucking ditched talking because of what they were talking about. They were trying to relate it to gun control, and the families just left. I find that ironic. You guys want to talk about gun control after people die. People have been dying for years. I remember growing up hearing about the murder capitals of the world. Fucking North Minneapolis was one in Minnesota for fucking couple of years, if not, not longer. I know it ranked, at least in the top 15, 2 years in my life growing up. That shit's not, people die all the time. I'm not saying that they die in amazing ways. I'm saying that's shit, some of that shit's horrible. But to fucking misuse the tools that are at hand and just have the media spew whatever agenda, that's fucked up. Like Bill Nye, go ahead. Tell me Bill Nye is a guy. Tell me he's a biologist. He's a fucking scientist. He's a mechanical engineer. That's what he is. Awesome. I did not like him in high school, didn't like him in middle school, didn't like his ass in elementary school. I always thought he was a fucking quack. And I do. I still do. Always will. It's not... Everyone, I said like this, I said everyone has their own view. Everyone has their own point. Everyone has their own whatever they want to say. This is what I want to say, and this is what I think. You can look up Fleckus Talks on YouTube, and they had a movement called the Walk Away Movement held by the LBGT community, and that was LBGT community members leaving the Democrats because the Democrats misuse what they're talking about. They want to use the minorities and the small groups of people out there, anybody they can, really, to better their argument. And it's not bettering the people, it's just bettering that one argument. And sounds like some Democrats finally got wind of that and decided, fuck that, I ain't do that, nope, we're done, fuck that, hey, nope, you're just trying to benefit yourself, we're done. It's widespread, the shit they're doing is widespread, not to mention the hate that they keep going for Trump, the Russian collusion, la-di-da-da-da, there's so much extra shit. I can go on and on and on about this. Look, I got 5 pages of notes, but I don't feel like doing all that. What I do feel like talking about is this fucking bomb-ass bowl. So fucking tasty. It's not, I don't have a whole lot longer. Like I said, I wanted to do the 2-hour one. It didn't really work. Just because I have the content, I could easily drag this out for 2 hours. But when I want to do the 2 hour one, I want to make that shit, every topic, just solid amount of time for fun. But I really want to get back into the big pharma talk, and I want to. That's one of the segments I want to do. I definitely want to do a political segment, but I definitely want to have someone else to do that with, because it's 2 points of view. That it's 2 different views on things, and it just makes it funner and maybe easier for the listener. That's my opinion. But I definitely enjoy doing this, and I just definitely can't wait to do more of it. But what I want to do more, and I'm not looking for views, I'm not looking for anybody's opinion on content. I think I can come up with a lot. And I just think you guys are going to be excited to see what I can come up with. It's going to be wild. And it's going to be a blast. And I just think, like, anybody that I can help or maybe think that they can go do this or have fun doing it or have fun listening, I do it for y'all. That's why I do it, man. I have a blast doing it, and it's really something I just enjoy doing, and I want to keep doing it, and I want to keep promoting and helping my friends, and if I can use my platform to help, and the promos always are the same, pretty much. I always gotta shout out the Murder Gang roster, Rhyme Sick roster, the whole rosters. Look them up on Facebook. Find the whole rosters. Can't miss them. New guys I could say listen to. I could always say listen to Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, You can always go listen to Ludacris or T.I. They always got good music. You can definitely check out the homie Chance's Photography. That should just be banging. He be making Minneapolis look something beautiful. And then my dude Yellow Boy with the beats. I Am Blaze with the beats. Sick fuck with the beats. That's Mikey Sick Fuck Jennings with the beats, not the label Sick Fucks. Granted, they have decent fucking music too. Solid label. Can't go wrong either way. It's literally just solid musicians that put out solid music, that do solid touring, solid merch, solid all around guys. Can't go wrong. Jelly Roll still coming in June. Sound set's about to happen. Young Gammy's got a thing up in June. Murder Music starts to do their tour this summer. It's going to be a wild fucking summer, man. It's going to be a blast. Excuse me. Caught me off guard. And on that note, stay high. Keep it pimping. Listen to good music. Play good games. Love your family. Put your legacy in stone. The only way it goes is up. Y'all have a good night. It's a motherfucking rap. Deuces.